stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Boise State's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So FIU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Hayes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. FIU set up with another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
FIU pushing tempo. 3rd down play from the gun. On target. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Panthers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Warren. Turning it on! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Panthers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Crosses the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the run, it's Warren. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Quickly complete. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the 1st down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This 3rd down play to open the period. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Touchdown, FIU. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 29 with the grab and the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry up. To throw, it's St. Clair. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Complete to start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. They'll run for him. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Willihan. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Fires into the end zone. They will score! Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Broncos! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Makes the grab. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hauls it in.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football. You know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the need. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Burke. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got a fist.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll send out the kicker here, and he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one is perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. To the air, it's St. Clair. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The inside handoff. Browns 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws they usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got enough to move the stick. First down from the 17.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being a...
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayes. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Florida International! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Let's go!
Leaves it with the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Broncos look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Gonna run it. It's Warren. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Willingham. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, It's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's on target and complete. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right.
And this game is obviously out of hand. Yeah, but I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.